What's going on, guys? It's the Doctor Show here today, and we're coming at you with a pretty controversial top 5. That's right, top 5 wall textures. Now, a lot of you in the community haven't been afraid to throw your opinions out there, and it looks like we aren't either. So if you don't agree with our top 5, then please comment below on what you guys reckon the top 5 should be and why. I've kept it to Black Ops 3 textures only because there are simply too many to comprehend across the entire Treyarch Zombie saga. And with PS4's sweet graphics, and Xbox's too maybe, we've had the pleasure of playing in maps with some of the best wall textures we've seen ever. So let's get straight into the news. Coming in at our number 5 spot, we have your classic Ducks Nuts Ridgy Didge brick on wall texture that we see in just about all of our zombies maps. From the very predominant use in the Giant to its subtle uses in Zetsubo Noshima, this one is everywhere. It seems like Treyarch simply cannot get enough of this texture, but for a reason. Bricks are used in many places, and why not cut some overhead costs and use the same texture over and over and over and over again. Next up, at the controversial number 4 spot, is the Zetsubo Noshima Bunker. I almost felt obligated to include this one, simply because the map did bring in so many new ones for the wall texture appreciators, even if the zombie appreciators did not appreciate the map itself. It's hard to say whether or not half of these textures are simply glitches or were purpose designed for the map. But what we do know is the walls in the bunker are covered with spiderwebs and green foliage, and are simply so pleasing to the eye, and so immersive, that you really did feel like as though you were in a Japanese Division 9 testing facility. Whether or not that is a good thing or a bad thing, I'll let you decide. Number 3 goes to our very own The Giant Teleporter Room texture. This has always raised question marks on whether it is in itself an Easter egg step. People have posted things about the lights on the walls and whether they change colour, yada yada yada. But Easter eggs aside, this wall texture makes it look as though Richtofen has soundproofed the whole room, as if he's about to record a how-to guide on building your own Into the Universe teleporter. But seriously, this is a lovely texture, and it gives off that subtle purple haze, and the hexagon shape is really quite ahead of its time. Hence, it comes in at number 3. At the number 2 spot, we've got Shadows of Evil's underground carriage area. Covered from top to bottom are mathematical equations of presumably Einstein and Newton's formulas that obviously are pinnacle in the zombie storyline. I only wonder whether Mr. Roffles ever decoded every single one on these walls. Now, Treyarch, again, using the classic brick texture, have taken a bit of initiative and gone a step further, adding a layer of red marker all over the walls. Good on them. The great thing about this one is that wherever you look, it is very difficult to find the same group of equations. So it seems as though the whole thing isn't copy and pasted, but is unique, which has not been unnoticed. So ours hats off to you, Treyarch. And at our number 1 spot is the none other than, you've probably guessed it, that's right, the Ruby Rabbit wall textures. This room is filled to the bloody brim with sexy. I mean, you won't see these textures anywhere else except here. This one is a beautiful pink, almost flowery pattern that is printed across the walls of the Ruby Rabbit. Combined with the glowing, pinky atmosphere, it is simply irresistible to look at. Honestly, a real head turner. This was definitely a turning point for Treyarch, showing that they aren't just good at designing grungy, zombie apocalyptic textures, but have a softer, more rosy side that was displayed in the Rabbit. Anyway, that's all folks, top 5 wall textures done. If you guys have enjoyed this video, then don't be hesitant to hit that like button. This video's like goal is going to be 4 likes. You guys will be amazing if you can do that. Honestly, it'll mean the world. If you haven't already subscribed, then also do that while you're at it. Great, that's admin done. Enjoy your day.
I am the Dragon Master!
You want Dragon Master?
I'll break you, I'll break you.
I'll break your heart then.
How do I get out of this here? Oh, I'm at.
Oh no, my god!
Oh my god!
He's still alive?
I'm very much not alive.